A homeless man accused in a downtown Fargo standoff over the weekend made his first court appearance today. Fargo police were called to the Botanical Brothers on 4th Street North Saturday afternoon for a report of a disturbance. The caller said that he was arguing with the suspect when he allegedly pulled what appeared to be a gun from his waistband and threatened to shoot him. When officers arrived, they say that Royal Rockefeller did not comply and a standoff ensued. Court documents say that officers used less lethal rounds and arrested him. Documents say that officers found a used meth pipe on him. Rockefeller is charged with terrorizing, preventing arrest, and unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. According to court records, surveillance video shows the men were arguing. It's unclear if a weapon was brandished. He is due back in court on March 26th.